welcome back to the Yarny Cave. My name is Brenda and this is B.Y.C. Crochet. As you probably have noticed, I did change the name of my channel. I've been getting a lot of kickback with people saying, Brenda, you're no longer a newbie. And you're right, I'm no longer a newbie. So I decided to kind of tweak the name of the channel a little bit so that it's a little bit more direct as to the kind of content that I'm showing. So with that said, you may look at me, I look a little tan. Needless to say, my lips are burnt. My husband and I celebrated our 34th anniversary and went camping at the beach. I put some reels, some shorts, if you want to check them out. There's some reels of the location where we were at. We stayed right here in Florida. We just went over to the Palm Coast area and spent 5 days beachfront in our camper. The first 2 days were extremely cold. The last few days were perfect weather, Florida weather. Super dry, super hot, beautiful sunbathing weather, which is what I love. But how about we start with a little bit of positivity. And the title in today's positive thinking from Cindy Spiegel, just in case you're wondering, is do what you need to do. When you need to let everything go or simply surrender, allow yourself to do that. If you need a good cry, cry. If you are angry, allow yourself to be angry. And when you need to dance, dance it all the way, dance. Crying can be transformative. Feeling emotions is healing. And dancing refreshes the spirit. Show yourself the grace to do whatever you need to do without judgment or inhibitions. So you know what, I think a lot of times the tensions and the stresses that we hold on to because we want to be in control at all times are the things that lead to additional medical problems. So, you know, if you're feeling angry, grab a punching bag and punch away. If you're feeling like crying, cry away without worrying about who's judging you or who's looking at you. If you're feeling happy and joyful and you just want to dance around the house like a crazy person, then just do that. Enjoy yourself and do what you feel you need to do. So I like that. So today I'm coming on to just kind of really first say hello because I've been gone for 5 days and here we go with the sun. Give me a second. Let me see if I can adjust it a little bit. Maybe. Let's see if that helps. Maybe not. Maybe yes. I ordered this shirt online not too long ago and I love it. It says, walk by faith. I know that's something I try to do at all times. As humans, we find it difficult sometimes to do that. And find ourselves wanting to control everything, and so I have to keep reminding myself that I have to walk by faith, and having a shirt that says it, it's a nice reminder. I was just watching Granny D, and if you guys don't know Granny D from Knit, Pearl and Squirrel with Granny D, she was been ill, and I am so happy to see that she's feeling a little better, good enough to do her live. So Granny D, if you're watching, I'm so glad to see you. Been missing you. I know a lot of times, and I've mentioned this in the past, because I'm working full-time, I watch a lot of lives, I watch a lot of videos, and I don't always comment, but I am watching and lurking most of the time. So, I just want to say, I did not go crazy with Hobby Lobby this year. Number one, I had a hard time finding stores that had the clearance. My sister, on the other hand, was the one doing the shopping for me. And I showed you a couple videos a few days back with some things that she was able to get for me. But today I went to the Hobby Lobby near me. And guys, as I'm walking in, because you know that the registers are right there. You go walk in and the registers are they smack you in the face. There's a lady with 4 shopping carts full. And I know my store, I say my store, but the store that I normally go to is one of the last ones to put their clearance. It's always been that way time and time again. And I have been on vacation away from there. I did stop by the store over in Palm Coast where I was. And whoever goes to that store cleaned the store out. I also stopped by at Michael's because I know they had some stuff in clearance as well. Everything that was clearanced out was literally cleaned out. But that's okay, more power to them. More for them, less for me. That's okay because I got plenty. But I wanted to show you some of the things that I actually found today, and also a couple more things that my sister found for me. And oh no, those I found in Palm Coast. And that's the only yarn that I found. I'll show you really quick. Excuse me, let me get that for you. So my sister got me the bag, this little tote. I'm sure you guys have seen it in the past. And inside I put the yarn that I found in Palm Coast. This was all that I found on clearance that I would use. It is the Premier Cotton Collage. I've been meaning to buy this yarn for the longest and I haven't. But they're all the same colorway. The colorway is Party Multi. And it is a sock yarn. Super fine one. And it is 46% cotton, 33 superwash fine merino wool, and 12 polyamide. It says 9% PBT, which I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna guess what it is, but it's a beautiful color. I can still see the sun hitting me on my face. Sorry guys. So this is the color. Very pretty. And I got 8 of them. That's all they had and that's all I got. I figured it was the only thing this person left behind, so I've been meaning to get it, so I was able to get 8 of them on clearance, and that's basically all I found in Palm Coast. So I am going to put this right back. Oh, I did find this, and I'm sure you guys have seen this as well. This is one more row, time to unwind. But first yarn, and it's got a yarn ball on this side and a yarn skein on the other side. I think that's it. That's all it says. Yeah, that's basically it. And I think. Oh, and this. I don't know if you guys can see. And I was able to get 2 of these. And actually, I got 2 of these and 2 of these. Like I bought one of these for my sister and one for myself, and I bought one of these for myself and one for my sister as well. Hang it right here on my ladder, and let me, woo, it is hot here in Florida today, so I am going to turn on this fan. Sorry guys, before I melt. So when I was in Palm Coast, we did stop by. My husband just drove in. Of course, he always arrives when I'm doing a video, but that's okay. I bought some of this. We went to Ollie's and we got they had a few of these for $1.99, and I figured, you know, let me just get and keep myself busy because it was cold the first few days. I was able to complete this little receiving blanket for a baby, and I did not color control. That's why it looks maybe a little bit off in some areas. Not off, but like the colors are not aligned. But it's all there. I had it folded so that also, but it's a really cute pink, gray, dark gray, and white. So I bought 3 of those. Well, they only have 3, so I bought 3 of those little cakes. They're little miniature cakes. I don't know if you guys have seen them. And I just went ahead and crochet this little receiving blanket, which I will wash, and this is why I have the band, because of course I'll pack it up with that. And if you don't mind, let me let my husband know that I'm recording, just so that he doesn't come in here and making a bunch of crazy noises and saying a bunch of crazy things. He wouldn't, but just in case. Give me a second. Okay. And the sun is really on my face. So let's get into this bag. Like I said, I did the blanket with this amigurumi yarn, and let's just dig in. I don't even remember what I bought, but I got one of these. If you hear anybody, my husband might be coming in and out, so I just got one of these This helps you measure the size if you're using a crochet hook or knitting needles, the size of the hook or needle, by either using this portion down here or going through the little holes, letting you know what size the needles are, especially if you have older hooks that don't have the size has rubbed off, or if you have a hook that the size is rubbed off, you can check the size by using this measuring tool. So I got one of those. I was able to get 2 of these, one for myself and one for my sister. The llamas. They were $1.99 each from $7.99. Just a little piece to continue decorating the cave. Brenda's yarn cave. I did find a few more of these, and I went ahead and got these to gift. Once again, these are normally $7.99 for $1.99, and these are 3 of the yarn balls. And these I'll use as giveaway, what I call giveaway fillers, because you guys know that I can never do a straight giveaway. I always have to fill it up with other things. So I was able to find 2 keychains with the little bee in the yarn ball. This is normally $4.99, $1.24 clearance, and my sister sent me some of the ones with the sloth hanging off of a ball of yarn, I think it is. So I got 2 of these. I'm gonna see if she wants one. If she doesn't want any, then I'll go ahead and keep these for giveaways. Another giveaway filler. I think that's basically it for things that are not yarn related, or not yarn itself. Okay, and so the first one that I bought, I got Beautiful Mist. This is 50% cotton, 50% viscose. It's considered a light number 3. It is normally, I don't know, because it is covered. Let me see if I have another one here. I want to say it's probably $4.99. $5.49. On sale for $1.37. So, and this is just mist, and it's just a gray, a solid gray. And I was able to get, I think, 4 of these. I'm not going to have much to show you because I didn't find much. Like I said, when I walked into the store, literally there was somebody checking out with 4 carts full of yarn and sale items, clearance sale items. And when I was actually checking out, and I said to the cashier, I said, I'm sorry for adding to the, I'm sorry guys, let me go ahead and silent my phone. I said to the cashier ahead of time, so I'm really sorry to add to the yarn madness. I know that when I walked in, there was a lady with 4 carts. She must be tired of seeing all this. And she goes, actually, last night somebody came in and they also had 4 carts, but she said this lady literally had a mountain in each cart. So, and from the Beautiful, I got just one. It's called Sea Green, $1.37 also, and the same specs. It does have 257 yards in each of these, and this is the green. It looks a little bit greener in person than it looks on camera, I think. So that's the Beautiful. Then I normally don't buy acrylic. This is not really acrylic, but this is microfiber, which I consider to be basically the same thing. And this is called Smooth Move microfiber, and it's really soft. It almost feels like a cotton, but I know it's not. And this is the color Spa. I really like this kind of muted green color. And it is 270 yards of 100% microfiber. It is considered a light number 3 again. It requires, or it recommends, a 5mm crochet hook or a 4mm knitting needles. It does indicate that it is washable and dryable. let me see this one. This one says is hand washable and lay flat to dry. So this one is machine washable and dryable, but you guys know me by now. I put everything in the washer and dryer. Even if I put it in a delicate cycle, I put everything in the washer and in the dryer. And from this color, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 of these. So yeah. And so they also had the same yarn in white. And so I decided to get also the whites. And the whites, I think they had 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got 5 of each. I mean, that's something. That's what was left. I just took what was left. 5 of the white. And I figured that I would combine the two and make a baby blanket. This pretty muted green and white. And the same thing with this. I got these two. Even though this was the only one there, this color, I got it because when I have a situation where I have a lot of yarn in one color and just one skein, I may do several rows in a color and then just do 1 or 2 rows in another color and just spread it out throughout the blanket to give it a cohesive, balanced look. So it's just a little bit of splat of color in an otherwise solid gray blanket. So, and you guys know most of what I do for gifting purposes is blankets, baby blankets and baby sets. So, and that's all I got, guys. That's for the only 3 yarns that I got. Let me see what this is here. So I got the white, the color, the other microfiber in color Spa. I got the Bam Beautiful in sea green, which only one of them, and then the Bam Beautiful in mist. And that is basically all of it. That was it. That's all that I was able to get. Now I understand my sister did go yesterday and was able to get some things on her store again for myself. She went to 3 different stores throughout the week, and the one store that was holding off putting their sale actually started marking them down finally, and she was able to get me a few things on her at that store. But just a handful of things, not that much. So this is it for me on this unbagging or Hobby Lobby haul. So what else am I working on? So you guys know our sis Jeannie from Butterfly Dreams Crochet and More. So she has a pattern for these, and she gifted this to me, and I loved it. I love it. I love it. It's a keychain holder. I think she made this with I'm not sure if it's like regular kitchen cotton or a different kind of yarn. I'm not sure, but look how pretty. And came a little pom-pom, a little tassel. Very cute. So she gave us the idea. She showed us how to do them, and I know this stitch very well because that's the Suzette stitch. Is one of my favorite stitches. So I went ahead actually and bought the little hooks, except now that I look at it, I realize that the hooks that I bought, and that makes perfect sense now, are a little bit bigger. The little, not the hooks, but the little keychains are a little bit bigger, because instead of doing the 7 stitches, I actually had to do 9. And I used a nice yarn. I don't even know if they still sell it, but it's cotton, but it is like a metallic cotton. And I don't even have the yarn band for this, do I? Anyways, I think it's on clearance or sale, so it won't give you any specs. But I went ahead and made one of these. In fact, this is the second one I made. I made one at the camping site, and I gave it to our campsite neighbor. You know, you meet people, and I just had the little hook and just a keychain, and that's it. I don't have a pom-pom, I don't have the tassel. It's just a simple now mine are a little bit wider because my ring up here is wider than the one that Jeannie gifted me, and also because I do my edges on the Suzette stitch a little bit different than she does hers, so it makes it a little bit wider, and the edge is a little bit different, slightly different. Where she does just one single crochet and then goes on to the skips a stitch and does a single and a double, I do a single crochet, I chain one, I turn my work, I do a single and a double on that very first one, skip a chain, and then continue single double single double. I only do a chain one, single chain one on the very last stitch. So I like doing it that way only because the border, it gives it a little bit more of a textured edge to the item. But both ways are correct, and it really all depends on your preference. I've done them both ways, so it'll look beautiful regardless, whichever way. But Miss Jeannie has a tutorial, and I am going to link it down below so that you can get some of these made for yourself. So this is one. The other one, I used one of the tots from Moya yarn, and one full tot actually is perfect for one keychain. And this is the other one. Whoop. With rose gold hardware. So Jeannie, thank you so much for this tutorial. It was a lot of fun to make, and I have these to gift, you know, co-workers and little birthday gifts for employees, stuff like that. So it's a great little gift. Getting it in this little Ziploc, though, it's a little bit of a trick, but we will do that and get that in there. I use the hook, the back of it, the rubberized portion, to just push it in. And get it in here. And that's it. So there's one here, and this one here. This actually, I made two of these, except one's already been gifted out. It was my test one. Not my test one, but my first one, and I was playing around with it and gifted it to my neighbor at the campsite. So Miss Jeannie, thank you so much for this tutorial. Really easy, really quick little projects that you can do, and I will go ahead and link that below. This is the yarn that I used for that one. I have a whole bunch of different colors here, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out. I'm thinking of doing the next one in this color right here. This blue one, it's got a little bit of shimmer blue and green, like a teal and aqua blue greeny color. So I think that's the next one I'm going to do. But first I have to finish my blanket, my baby blanket that I started, my blue one. I left it hanging. I didn't take it with me camping. I should have. I would have finished it already, but I didn't. And so I just need to finish it. It's right here. I'm almost done. I just have a little bit of this last skein to use up, and then I'll be done. And this is the yarn, and this is also actually the Suzette stitch. For those of you who are not familiar with it, I do have a tutorial. Miss Jeannie also shows how to do it with the little keychains, but it's a very simple single double in skip a stitch, single double, skip a stitch, single double, skip a stitch, and it's a one row repeat once you get started on the single double. Of course, the first is the chain, and then it's a one row repeat. Super easy, super pretty. It just really I think makes any yarn look beautiful, and it's a perfect stitch for blankets where you want something solid but you want it to have some texture as well. So like I said, I have a tutorial, but also Miss Jeannie has a tutorial where she's showing you how to do it with the keychains. And I think that's it, guys. I think that's all I have. I've shown you just about everything. Yep, I think that's it. So we had a blast over at the beach. Like I said, the first couple of days were super cold. Not only was it cold, but the fact that you're by the water, it's really windy. And it was literally like freezing cold. We're not used to this kind of weather in Florida, kind of cold. So truth be told, we were basically stuck inside the camper the first couple of days. We went shopping to get out of the camper for a few hours, but for the most part we just stayed put. I was crocheting. My husband was playing on the computer on his phone and watching TV, and go out and take a walk around the beach for a little bit before we run back in, because it was really, really, really cold. And my lips are so chapped, it's not even funny. It's a combination of the cold and then the sun. So, and I actually feel like my bottom lip is a little swollen. So no, he didn't sucker punch me or anything. It's just from too much sun, I think. The combination of the cold and too much sun. Okay, I'm just blabbing on. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, spending a little bit of your day with me. If you are a new visitor, just checking the channel out, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything that happens here at the Yarny Cave. And if you have been a loyal supporter all this time, thank you so much for your continual support. I really, really do appreciate you guys loyalty and showing up for me every time, and encouragement. I know I'm back to work full-time, and still I get great feedback from you guys, and you're always there to just continue supporting me. So I really do appreciate it. If not for you, I would not be here. Well, I pray that no matter where you are in the world, you're having a blessed morning, noon, night, evening from the Yarny Cave. Peace. I love you guys. God bless. Till next time. Bye.